it's Susan here and welcome to In the Craft Room. I've got my hands on issue number 11. It is a fortnight later, but I'm really happy to have it. We're going to be making the Miss Moppet character square. And with issue number 11, you also receive the light grey fabric, the baby blue, the white for Miss Moppet's dress band, and the beige spot backing fabric. But I'm not too keen on all these colours. They're a bit wishy-washy and a bit insipid, so I'm going to be using this more vibrant and cheery fabric as my backing fabric. So let's get going and start making the Miss Moppet Appliqué. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to remove the template sheet from the back of the magazine. Template 1 is the template that you trace with your bonda web for the applique pieces, and template number 2 is the template that you trace onto your backing fabric. So I've got my bonda web. We've got the webbed side which goes down and the shiny paper side which we draw on. I'm going to start tracing out my applique pieces onto the bonda web, and then I'm going to number them. So I traced out my pieces onto the bonda web for the applique. I'm now going to cut them out. So our bonda web pieces have been cut out. I'm going to match them up and place them onto their correct colours. So the bonda web pieces have been cut out. I'm now going to press them onto their fabrics. So they're pressed down, good and proper. It's time to cut these shapes out. Miss Moppet's applique pieces have been cut out. They're ready to be pressed onto the fabric. If you were using the beige spot fabric or a lighter fabric, your next step would be to access template number 2 and to trace this template onto your fabric, whether it be with tracing paper or the light box. But as my fabric is a bit crazy daisy and you won't be able to see the template through it, I'm going to be placing my pieces by eye. I'm going to be looking at the design and the template carefully as I remove the backing of the bonda web and iron my pieces on my crazy daisy fabric. Just giving my backing fabric a bit of a press first. And I'm going to start with Miss Moppet's dress. I'm also going to use my 22 centimeter template as a guide for the positioning. I'm not pressing down my pieces just yet. Some of the pieces sit under the dress and some of them sit over the dress. I'm happy with the placement. I'm now going to press down the pieces. So here we have our Miss Moppet character square on our Crazy Daisy strawberry fabric, and the pieces have been ironed on. On the original piece that they would like you to make in the magazine, there's a feature of embroidered flowers. There's also stitching in white around Miss Moppet, and in a satin stitch her markings and eyes have been stitched in. Because the fabric's all a bit crazy daisy, I'm not going to be embroidering on the flowers. I don't think you'd actually see them anyway. I did have a look through my iron-on motifs and I found these birdies which I'm going to iron on. The story of Miss Moppet is all about teasing and how a mouse teases Miss Moppet and then Miss Moppet teases the mouse. I don't have any mouse iron-on motifs, but I do have some birdies. I'm sure she teased those birdies. Going to use my 22 centimeter template to make sure that the birds are within the perimeters. I'm happy with this placement. It's time to press on the motifs. So our motifs have been ironed on. I think it looks quite playful and cheerful. I think the other one was a bit too drab. Our next step is to stitch around Miss Moppet and to add in her features. But I'm not going to do that today. Thank you for joining me in the craft room. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!